Hi, morning. It's about 10:30. Been up since 7ish. Just sat down for 10 minutes. I'm feeling fantastic. For the first time in a long time, I'm feeling like Davina. I'm not feeling like a mum, I'm not feeling like a wife, I'm not feeling like a dog's body, I'm not feeling like a cleaner, housemaid, cook, whatever. I'm feeling like Davina, and I think that's an important thing, yeah. As some of you are aware, I have 5 children. Emily, Olivia, Christopher, Charlotte. Where are they? There they are. I also have another daughter. Her name's Isla. She decided to arrive 15 weeks early in July. And it's a handprint. She passed away at 5 days old. It was the single most tragic event of my entire existence. It was the worst moments of my entire life, and I miss her so much every day. But I talk about her. I get tears in my eyes when I talk about her. Not because I'm sad, not because she's gone, because I'm proud of her. Everyone says to me she was here for a reason, and I'm like, well, I don't know what the reason is. That's a lie. I figured it out. I know exactly what the reason is. I've said it for ages and I just haven't twigged. The reason she was brought to us, the reason she chose us to be her parents and her siblings, was because we were broken. I was broken. I was a stuck-at-home mum. I wasn't eating. I'd get up of the morning with like a hangover, even though I don't drink. I was dehydrated. I wasn't eating the right thing. I was just putting junk into my system. I'd drink coffee, Coke, chocolate, Coke, coffee, a couple of chocolate bars, maybe a cake bar. I really wasn't eating properly. I wasn't looking after myself. I wasn't exercising. I was doing the school run, but that's as good as it got. I started to lose hope. I started to resign my life to being a stuck-at-home mum who was unhappy with her life. And when the kids have all moved out, I'd have nothing left. I'd have no career. I'd have no life at all. Except for when they came to visit me of a weekend, if I was lucky, if they weren't too busy. And I decided I didn't want that. Life's for living. The day Isla passed away, it was surreal. I was the one who told them to stop. I asked the doctors to stop. I never want to make that decision again for anything. I never want to make a big decision like that in my life ever again. I told them to stop because she'd already outlived their expectations. They said she'd last 12 hours. She kicked ass for 5 beautifully turbulent days. She waited to be claimed. We'd registered her name. She wasn't just a hospital number. She was Isla Dolly. She was our little girl. She was annealed. She is annealed. She was selfless. I tell the children. I was split between living in a hospital and only seeing my children when someone could bring them up, because I was in a hospital over an hour away because we'd been transferred. I've seen the kids twice. in a week, which is really crap when you consider that I'm their main carer. I'm with them daily. I put them to bed, I bath them, I feed them, I change nappies, I do everything for them or with them. And I went from that to just sitting helplessly cotside, watching my little girl fight. So I made the ultimate decision for them to stop. They tried, they really tried, but enough was enough. I knew. I was so calm. I wasn't crying. I was calm. I couldn't breathe, but I was calm. She and demanded that they put her on me. I wanted to be with her in her final moments, and they did. I didn't wait, I didn't dwell, I didn't prolong her agony. I asked them to remove the final tube while she was in my arms. That's where she took her last breaths. Everything's a bit of a blur from there. It's a bit of a daze, it's a bit of a piecing jigsaw pieces together. I never thought I'd plan a funeral for a child, for my child. Never thought I'd outlive any of my children ever, but I did. And I planned it, and it was perfect. And we had a celebration, and we had banners, It's a Girl banners all over the house, and balloons and cake, and people came in and held her and kissed her and said that they loved her and treated her like they would if she'd have survived. She brought people together. She levitated people to us, to me. Now, a lot of friends and family members aren't around anymore. They've gone. And I'm okay with that. They didn't understand. They didn't want to try and understand. They didn't even ask questions to attempt to understand. They badmouthed me. They said because I wasn't crying and I was smiling, that I wasn't grieving, and that I'm a bad person for such a thing. Do you know what? I did my grieving. I did my grieving when she fell asleep on me for the final time. We spent an hour or two bathing her and dressing her and kissing her and holding her and doing all the things that people take for granted when they have a new baby. There was no response. It was surreal. And I'd give anything to do it all over again, but I wouldn't change a thing. Because Isla wasn't meant for this world. She was too good for this world. She was sent to give me a kick up the ass. She was sent to fix me because I was so broken. She reset something in my mind that took me back to the enthusiastic, I want to live, I want a life, Davina. I didn't want to be just another person that existed and got by hand to mouth. I wanted to make her proud. I hope I am. So, over the last 4 months since she's gone, there's not a day that she's not spoken about. It's not a day I don't tell people, someone, anyone. If they ask, I'll tell. We talk about it all the time. The children are so in tune with it. They're like, oh, Isla's still here, just in a different way now. Which is such a nice way to look at it. We decided to make Isla everything weather related for the kids because they're only little, and we wanted them to grasp some sort of concept, but in a positive way. So from day one I said to them, when it's sunny, she's smiling over you. When it's raining and thunderstorming, she's running around and laughing, getting us wet. When there's a cloud, a perfect white cloud, she's taking a nap. When there's a rainbow, it reminds us how colourful our life became the day that Isla arrived and left. And they relate to it. We went fireworks night last week, and my 2-year-old Charlotte, she turned around and said, "Mummy, noisy." When I know, baby, she didn't like it at first. And then she turned around to us all and she goes, "Mummy, Isla's noisy." And then all the other kids sort of piped up, and Isla was the noisiest, sparkliest thing in the sky tonight. And I had to agree. That's all I was thinking about the entire time was Isla. Like, as if she was lighting the sky up for us. I know it wasn't, but it gave the kids comfort. So we went with it, and it worked. And we see a firework. It's Isla reminding us. We see a double rainbow. She's there in everything we do. She's with us. So I decided to be positive. I decided to squash the negatives. I've lost friends, I've lost family, but you know what? I've gained more than I ever could have lost. I've gained real friends who were with me on the Isla Dolly experience, on the journey. They never left my side, whether it be a visit, a text, a call, just a glance or a hug. They're the people I need around me, and they're the people that are around me. The rest are nothing. They're nothing to me. They're gone. There's no way back for them. I forgive them. And I've moved on. And in time I'll forget what they've done. I'm not about grudges and vendettas. I am about using an opportunity to move forward if it comes up, and this is my opportunity to move forward, and I'm grasping it. I made a few changes. I started running. Not done that in years. Started to feel good about myself. My daughter, my eldest Emily, she would come with me. And it got a bit cold, and then a friend of mine from the school and a neighbour is now my coach. Dragged me along to fit camp, encouraged me. A bit unsure, a bit uneven about it all. Walked in alone, loads of people all paired off talking. Never bothered me. Used to. Couldn't care less. Wasn't there for them. It's there for me. Smashed the class. I did what I could. Yes, I did slow down quicker than the others. Yes, I did miss a few reps. But I did it. And I love it. And I still do it. And I've been doing it for nearly 4 weeks. This is my 4th week. Now, my diet is non-existent, like I say. I would get up, I'd drink coffee, do Coke, chocolate, the odd bag of crisp, maybe a butty if I could be bothered, but it was very rare I could be bothered. Never ate with the kids, fed them well. They had everything they could imagine and more. Everything was balanced. They'd go to bed, and because I was so lethargic and run down because I wasn't eating properly or hydrating, I'd just eat crap. Go to bed, wake up, a couple of pounds heavier. I had to break the cycle, and I did. And this isn't an advert, by the way, this is just me explaining how I've got to the place I'm in now. I started Herbalife, 3-day trial, lost 3 pounds, felt fantastic. 2 days off it, started to slow back down again, done a programme. I'm now on day 11, and Like I say, I've sat down for 10-20 minutes at most. Before, I'd come in, I'd make a coffee, I'd have a ciggy, I'd get on the couch and I wouldn't move unless the baby needed a nappy changing or food. I wasn't interacting with her. I wasn't interacting with anybody. It was selfish. It was blind selfishness that I was doing all those things. My children deserve better. Isla woke me up to that. Isla slapped me in the face with her untimely arrival and even more untimely passing. But, like I say, I'm doing this, I'm moving forward, I'm staying positive, I'm losing weight, I'm toning up, I'm feeling healthy, I've got energy, I'm loving life again. I had dreams for Isla like I have the other kids. And I've now got dreams for me again. About hopes and aspirations again. I'm still fine-tuning them, but it's only been 4 months since my baby left me. It'll be another year before I've got it in the bag with everything, but I've set myself targets, goals, things to work to or things to achieve by a certain point. And I've done it all so far. I'm not doing too bad. I just want to enjoy life. I want to surround myself with positive people. I want to get rid of the negatives. I want my children to be happy. And I want them to have a mum who's healthy and happy. I'm going to be here for a while. I don't want them to have to worry about me getting sick. I don't have to worry about them getting looked after if I get sick. So I've made lifestyle choices. And yes, they're working for me personally. They might not work for anybody else. Or somebody else might not appreciate this particular thing and want to do something different. And you know what I say to you? Do it. Life is for living. Don't have regrets. Don't leave things to chance. If you want something, you go and do it. Even if you mess it up, who cares? You've tried. Hello, sweetie. It's all about finding your happy balance. Your happy place in life, in society. Don't worry about other people. Because you know, if they're not ripping into you and putting you down, then... Excuse me. Give me the remote. Madam. I have a cheeky chops. Lottie, say hello.
Andy.
Okay. So, I have little monkey lady running around. She's funny. She keeps me on my toes. Keeps me busy anyway. What was I saying? Yeah. Don't wait for things to happen. Don't wait for others to do stuff for you. Get off your arse and do what you need to do to be healthy and happy. I am. And it's working. I still have my bad days. I have my dolly wobbles. But every time I have one, I'm that little bit stronger for it. Every time I have one, it's a little bit easier to cope with. It's over a bit quicker. It's not as intense. So for those who told me I'm a bad person for not grieving the way they think I should have grieved, fuck you. Just screw you. Not interested. At the end of the day, I did what was right by me and my family. Those that live under my roof are the important ones in my life. They're the ones that need me, not you, not anybody else. My children and my husband are the only things that matter. And me. I nearly forgot. And me. I'm important. So if I chose to toe tap and sing and smile all the way through my child's celebration of life. That's my decision. That's my choice. That's my right. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors. You don't know if I'm hysterical, a quivering mess. You don't know if I'm in the bath crying every night. At the end of the day, my whole mindset is that I am positive on the outward, which is making me positive on the inward. My children see a happy, healthy mummy. They're happy and healthy. They've dealt with the loss of their sibling with such dignity. It would put a lot of adults to shame. They have been my tonic. Isla was my kick up the arse. They have been my tonic. And the rest is irrelevant because it's nothing to do with anybody else. How I grieve. Just like it's nothing to do with me how you would grieve. Or the next person would grieve. But until you've lost a child, until that child has took its last breath in your arms, do not preach anything to me about grieving. I do it every day. I just choose to make Isla Dolly Neal's name mean something. It means something here. It means something to me, my other 4 children and my husband. It means something to so many of my family and friends. And if it means a little bit more to somebody else who's gone through it, or is a relative of someone who's gone through it and can't cope with it, then you know what? Fantastic. That's what we want. Infant loss and miscarriages should not be a taboo subject in this day and age. People should be able to shout about it, talk about it without the whole, don't cock your head and give me sympathy. I don't want your sympathy. I just want you to understand that I don't want sympathy. I want her memory to live on. And the only way that will happen is by talking about her, telling my story, telling everyone about what happened, how it came about. And I won't shut up about it ever. My great grandchildren will know the name Isla Dolly because she lived, and because of her I've learned how to live again, and I'm not letting go of it. So I may not be beautiful, I may not be super skinny, I may have a bit of an attitude, I may be a bit abrupt, opinionated, all of those things and more. But I'm a good, honest, hard-working mum. I'm nice to those who deserve it, and I'm nice to those who don't, because that says more about me than them. Everyone gets a clean slate with me. Everyone gets treated equally. There's no listening to tittle-tattle from other people. I don't like them because not my problem. They've not done nothing to offend me. They've not done nothing to upset me. I will always give everyone a fair chance. It's a shame a lot of other people never gave me that chance. A lot of people wrote me off as a bad person because I was an idiot when I was a teenager. I did things wrong. I went out drinking. I got myself into trouble. Am I a bad person for it? No, I was just a stupid teenager. I'm 34 years of age. I've grown up. I have responsibilities. I have my own husband. I have my own house. I have my own kids. I have a life. So I suggest you stop pushing your views onto people. Have your views, have your opinions, but don't push them on others. But respect others. Just because it's not the same view or the same way of doing things as you doesn't mean it's wrong. Now, I've been talking for 25 minutes. I've got cleaning to do. So, I'm going to scoot off. I'm going to go and get my protein bar. Oh no, I think I'll have carrots and hummus. Getting slightly addicted to the protein bars. And I'm going to go play with my daughter and have fun. Stop dwelling on the past, people. Stop worrying about what you can't control. Live in the moment. Grab life. Both hands. And if it goes wrong, pick yourself up, pull your socks up, hold your head high, crack on. Because that's all we can do.